You had a very close relationship with the sound designer Alan Splet.
You remind me a little bit of Al.
How important was he /sound design /music to you?
I loved working with Al. You know, Alan, I have, you know, ideas about sound and music and, you know, the whole thing, but I need to work with technically, you know, very good people to get those things. And Al was at first a technician, but we had so much fun working together that Alan actually pushed me, you know, further, and it was a great collaboration. We started working together on The Grandmother, and at this little, you know, I don't know what you call it, a production facility called Calvin Dufresne that made mostly industrial films. And they had hardly any sound equipment. They had no reverb machine, and Al would play the sound through these air ducts and then re-record it at the other end. And this is how we just kept recording it through to get a longer and longer reverb, things like this. So it was a fantastic experience, and out as a result of The Grandmother, I was accepted to AFI as a student, and Al was accepted to AFI as the head of the sound department. So I had my best friend, one of my best friends, with all this equipment that I could get a hold of anytime I wanted. It was a very, you know, beautiful thing.
And music?
Music? I was a person, I loved sound effects, like I say, these hard effects, and then effects that got more abstract and bridge a gap between sound effects and music. But I never got into music, really, until I met Angelo Badalamenti. And I always say Angelo brought me into the world of music. And I'm not a musician, but here I was in this world, which is a fantastic world, and I got more and more involved in it. And I owe that admission into that world to Angelo.
Why do you play music on the set?
Well, no, sometimes I do. Sometimes I like to get a mood going. And then sometimes I like to listen to music along with the dialogue. And no one else hears that. Sometimes the DP hears it, but it gets a pace. If I know that music is the right feel, and it's amazing because if you don't hear it and later hear the dialogue of the pace of that, you know, or a certain kind of thing, it's a hair off. But if you're listening to the music, you can tell all the time if it's in the right feel. I don't do it all the time, but sometimes if I know the music up front, I do it.